And hello, and welcome back to an all-new episode of Dwarf-Elvish Stoneembraced, the fortress of stone and embracing, built to destroy the elven plague, lasted to house a king, and now we're at a new stage, because we are going to start to mine adamantine. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. We found adamantine! Yes, we did. Raw adamantine. Praise the miners. Okay, and I could close the window. So, if you ever played Dwarf Fortress, you might know why I am so happy. Because in the last cavern, on the last stage, the adamantine strands begin. And we dug all this way down here. Whoop. Just look at this. I keep clicking and clicking. All the way next to the fortress. All the way down. Still not done here. We're still rising up. We had 27. This is our second cavern. And here we are. Yeah. This was a big patch where there was a big hole. I filled it up with wooden floors. Because as you might remember, my frame rate said 0 last game. And I set up a way to maybe get rid of some of the kits. But I don't think we need this way right now. And unless the frame rate will go bad again, I don't think we really need to rely on this mode. But yeah, here we go. So, raw adamantine. Let's actually get all the way down, because I haven't set up a single hotkey here. So, all the way down. Never gonna stop. There are still a few more steps down. And I think I will hit magma around here. So, now. Let's see where they actually found the adamantine. Here it is. Oh god, this is actually a really good strand. You have to be really careful with adamantine. Don't mine too much, or you might wake up something you really don't want to wake up. So, this might contain really big spoilers. If you don't want to know about the spoilers because you want to play a game for yourself, stop watching now. Start your own game. Alright, I gave you enough time. So, everyone else, I will now start to mine the adamantine. So, and I talked about like this way, like, you need 3 things. Oh, wait a second, before I forget to set up the hotkeys. This should be F8. Zoom here. Before you start mining the stuff, okay, we will start right away, but I talked about it this way. So first thing is, a digger comes up, mines the adamantine. Then you have raw adamantine. Then he grabs it, runs all the way up here, because I deliberately made sure that nowhere my really deep hole here is connecting to my main fortress. So they have to come all the way up here. You see the problem? Yes, I think so. Then they need to cross the river, get in here, and get to this. No, not even this, because I don't want it up here. I want it down in my fortress. So they need to come all the way down here again. Run to this craftsdwarf's workshop, and then they need to extract the metal strands. And the reason why I had the Dwarf Therapist open was because I just checked. Don't worry, I will not forget about the Dwarf Therapist. I have it set up in a way where I can see that it's still open. I'm really sorry, by the way. Yeah, I sorted it by strand extraction, and I have no one with strand extraction. I'm pretty sure I had someone at some point, but I think he died during uh, during the aquifer thing. So, yeah, there's that. He died in ice. So, I have no one to extract the strands, and it will take literally forever. So, might as well set it up in a way where we can actually get the adamantine faster into the production, because I don't need to be speedy here. So, next thing, after I extracted the strands, I will have the strands. So, now I can go to my weaver and turn the metal strands into cloth. With that I can create adamantine clothing, which is really, really good, because adamantine is like silk that is made out of steel. The best steel you can imagine, basically. Or I can go to my furnaces down here and melt the adamantine. No, wait a second. Here. Was it here? No, wait a second. Here we go. Actually, not sure where that was. Oh no, yeah, it was on the melter. Here, make adamantine wafers, and with these wafers, I can build weapons out of the adamantine. So, right when I started, I need to extract the strands, then I need to make wafers or yarn out of them, or cloth. And with that cloth, no, wait a second, I spin it to yarns and make cloth out of it. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, and it will take forever. So, might as well set up the second part of the fortress, which is what we are going to start now. Because, as I always said, I want this to be just a big, big furnace. It goes from all the way down from the magma seas all the way up. So, what I'm going to do here is dig this middle stuff out. The problem is, we have water. So, we will sooner or later hit a big magma pool right underneath the earth. And I want to set it up in a way. Wait a second, there was another water thing, but it's not. Okay, it's not connecting. So I want to set it up in a way. This takes forever, man. Okay. I want to set it up in a way where the water will flow in here. Come on. I also will remove the stairs after that, I guess. But we will see. We will see how I will actually set this up. I just wanted to record this episode because I haven't recorded in a while. Because I have a life sometimes. So, all this way up here. So, this water will all flow down there. And I don't know if you have ever played Minecraft, but the water will actually hit at some point the magma and it will turn into obsidian. And the adamantine strands are actually going into the magma. So it's really, really good if you have a water source that you are able to use all the time. The problem now is that this is too much water. I want a single entrance, and I don't want all of this coming down, because then I will just have water that is on a bit of obsidian. So that would be quite awful. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to siphon this water. And yes, I laugh because that is crazy. Because these sides here mean that there will always be water. There will be more water ingressing. But if I put down a staircase here next to my main area, all the way down to where the magma is, I will build a big cistern over here, or most likely more over here, around here. And then I will siphon this water into the cistern, have a floodgate, and then I will open the floodgate, and water will flow out, get onto the magma, and turn it to an obsidian. And also, all the way down here, more and more water will flow down, which will make the water, all the way up here, will make the water go to like 1 or 2 depths, which means I can build walls around it. So, what I'm going to do is trying to bring this whole area here down to maybe 2 or 1, wall all this area off, and have a single floodgate up here. So I can always get more water, but I will not have problems with the water pressure actually trying to destroy my whole fortress. Sounds difficult? Yes. You know why? Because it is. It's really, really weird and difficult. But I'm known for weird and difficult. So let's do it. So what I'm also going to do is I want this middle section cut out all the way down to the magma, and I want my workshops up here. Not really up here, but down right where the magma is, because I have this. I could bring it all the way up, extract this there, have it really safe. But in my mind, I have this this idea of like this deep caverns, and not caverns, caverns underground, where the dwarves are working and the magma forges, trying to build the best weapons. And of course, we need to defend this whole area. So I need some military up here. And as I said, I will not. Okay, here this is just the middle section. I will not connect this middle strand to my main fortress. Where's my main fortress? My main fortress is starting here. So at around 9. So pretty low. And I will try to avoid to connect it. And I want to have like a whole new entity here. What I also need is I need to train. And I need to train a lot of weaponsmiths that are nothing but weaponsmiths. And the best way to do it is use children. That sounded wrong. No, but really. I need to use my children here. Let's open the Dwarf Therapist. Labor's full. The bottom. So, okay. Sort by age. So, these are all my children right now. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. So, Nose Copper is a peasant right now. So, they all have the jobs they are the best at. And only crafting jobs that can craft stuff will be eligible for... What the heck is this? Spin thread, okay. This looks weird. Anyway, all the crafts dwarves, only crafting jobs are eligible for weird moods. But I want a weird mood, because in a weird mood, they are getting the best materials they can get. And I want that to be adamantine. So, to increase my chances, I of course need weaponsmiths and armor smiths, because they will make weapon and armor stuff. Also, clothes making is pretty good, because clothes making has the same thing. But the problem with that is that clothes is not... It's a bit working like armor, but not really a lot. You can read it up on the adamantine section in the Dwarf Fortress wiki. It's actually interesting, but I don't want to get too much into detail. But I right now have this problem that I only have... Come on, nothing. So I only have 2 weaponsmiths, and he already crafted something. What was that he crafted? Yeah, he had a mood, and he crafted what was the chateau skirt, which was a mechanism, because he was a mechanic before he got to be a weaponsmith. So kind of failed here. So Mirai is out. Mirai cannot be at any point be used to create a legendary artifact adamantine weapon. And I want at least one adamantine weapon. I will not stop this fortress before I have at least one adamantine weapon or armor piece that I can weave into my further story. Okay, so next thing is Olivia. Olivia is an engraver. Engraving, not crafting. So I don't need to worry about her coming into a mood, because if she comes into a mood, she will go straight for weaponsmithing. Gem cutting, actually. Oh, yeah. Let's turn that one off. But she will go into weaponsmithing. So, next one was Nose Copper, if I remember correct. But let's set this up later. Armoring. I have only one armorer. And that's Sada. So, I need more armorers. I need more armorers. I need more weaponsmiths. And the best idea to do that is to use these farmers, because farmers, as you can see, most of the time only have mining here or farming, and maybe a bit of cooking, but cooking doesn't count as craftsmanship. This guy also has clothes making, but this guy here, Ice Tooth, nothing alike. So let's see if he's actually good at crafting anything, because if you have a dwarf that is really, really bad with crafting, or says that, oh, crafting is just a waste of time, it will take forever to level him in any way. So even if he becomes a weaponsmith, because he will be a weaponsmith then, on this way he will have wasted so many materials and stuff you actually needed in your fortress on really, really bad weapons. So you want to avoid that. That's why we need to read up on all of these guys. That's why I'm not going to do that in this episode. In the next episode you will see a lot more weaponsmiths, and I will have maybe 2 or 3 things set up with metal crafting, so they can sit behind their metal craft, the blacksmithies, not the blacksmithies, what is it called, and their anvils, the whole day, and craft bolts or something. That would be actually helpful. Same goes, of course, for armoring. Let's go straight for Nose before I forget him. And yeah, all of my children that will grow over the next years, that will happen pretty fast. Where are they? Will all become weaponsmiths and armorsmiths. Well, maybe then they will go into the military, but I really want them to become armorsmiths. Professor Sansa's daughter, how old is she? I think if they are 15 or 16, they can start working. But Nose Copper right here. Good luck up to you. I would show you even how I set it up. The problem is that when I'm going on over this name in my dwarf therapist, I'm getting like, I have like a huge window right now telling me everything here. Tends to avoid any physical confrontation, respects the development of skill, deeply respects eloquent speakers. So I know that right now, but you don't know it because it's not popping up on the recording for some reason with the new OBS. Really sorry, but that's the way it is. I want him as a weaponsmith because I actually would prefer them making weapons, because when they make weapons it will always be something good. It could be a adamantine pick, it could be anything. Anything in a weapon range can be crafted from adamantine. You don't have to worry about them crafting something awful. Okay, there are awful things. Adamantine is liked, so if they are crafting maces or hammers, well, tough luck. But if they craft anything else with adamantine, it will be great. Masterwork adamantine weapons are the best weapons in the game. Artifact adamantine weapons are basically unbeatable, unless you have divine metal, but good luck getting that. With armor you have the problem that, oh yeah, let's go through this. We still have a few minutes here. Yeah, so there's the guy who walks all the way down here. This is actually not the way it goes down. No, here it is. Grabs the adamantine, comes all the way up again. I will have smithies down here. Okay, he doesn't need to do that, but just so I can show you. Yeah, then he walks, let's say, right into this craft dwarf thing. Where was it? 2 down. Yeah, extracts it. Then runs down here, melts it into a waver. Oh god, now I have a mood. Grabs the waver, goes over to the smithy, starts smithing. So, right now, this whole thing took maybe half a year. And he grabs his adamantine, and goes up and grabs some jewels. And then he comes up and says, haha, I crafted for you an adamantine piece of armor. And it's a left glove. Yes, that happened to me. I have a fortress where I had 3, I repeat, 3 adamantine socks. No joke. If you friend me on Steam, I guess you can just click me on Bautalam. Go to my screenshots section, you can see the adamantine gloves. Not only did I have adamantine socks, I also had a cook that had adamantine yarn in his in his cheek, because his cheek got wounded, and the doctor was like, oh, yeah, take this strand. This yarn looks good. So he was running around with adamantine in his cheek that I really would have needed for anything else, basically. But yeah, so armoring is a good idea, but it could go wrong on so many levels, because there are really armor pieces you don't want as adamantine. Especially if it's like a two-part system. Yeah, so high boots, low boots, I don't know, gloves. So, stick with weapons. We will always be more happy with weapons. And I think that's it for this episode. Next episode, we will have dug out this area. And maybe not have already set up a Craftsdwarf down here. Then we will slowly start to begin our water thing. At least we are good with water now. I haven't unpaused the game a single time during the start of this episode. I'm really sorry. I hope you understand why. And I'm going to unpause it now, just so you can be happy. 3, 2, 1. Wow, it's awesome, isn't it? See you guys on the next episode of Dwarf Fortress Stoneembraced.